Norse in Wonderland, when nothing's as it seems. Norse in Wonderland, the truth will haunt your dreams. Norse in Wonderland, when nothing's as it seems. Norse in Wonderland, the truth will haunt your dreams.
Imagine being labeled an enemy because of rumors or a neighbor's grudge. Then one night, a death squad bursts into your home, tortures you for information, and kills you, all sanctioned by your own government's allies. Hey everyone, welcome back to Norse in Wonderland, where we chase the rabbit down the darkest tunnels of truth. Today, we're diving into the Phoenix program, the CIA's brutal counterinsurgency operation in Vietnam that used assassination, torture, and terror as tools of control. After researching about Phoenix, it completely changed how I view modern warfare. It showed me that behind every claim of freedom and democracy, there can be a dark shadow of strategic terror. The CIA says the Phoenix program wasn't an assassination campaign, it was just neutralizations. Right, and I don't binge eat at night, I just reallocate snacks. People say the Phoenix program was about winning hearts and minds. Yeah, by ripping both out of the body first. If you ever doubt government word games, remember this. Torture became enhanced interrogation, assassination became neutralization, and spying on you became patriotism. The Phoenix program launched in 1967 with a singular goal: dismantle Viet Cong infrastructure through targeted killings, torture, and psychological terror. It was run by the CIA in coordination with U.S. military and South Vietnamese intelligence services. Its director was William Colby, who would later become CIA director himself. Phoenix was not about winning hearts and minds. It was about instilling fear so deep that civilians would never dare support the Viet Cong again. Oh, so familiar. Key operations included targeted assassinations. Anyone suspected of being Viet Cong or sympathizing with them. So, basically, anyone being very openly vocal about an ideology or something in obvious disagreement, this could happen to. What has been happening over the past few weeks? Interrogation centers. Over 40 facilities where prisoners were tortured for information. Death squads, provincial reconnaissance units, executed suspected insurgents without trial. Neutralizations, a sanitized term for killing or imprisoning targets to dismantle Viet Cong support networks. Imagine being arrested, tortured, or killed without evidence simply because your name ended up on a list. And how many of us have names on a list? Just saying. Estimates suggest between 20,000 and 40,000 civilians were killed under Phoenix operations. The program created terror among rural populations, often driving more people to support the Viet Cong out of fear rather than loyalty. It also deeply eroded the moral credibility of U.S. involvement in Vietnam, showing the world that democracy was enforced at gunpoint. In 1971, congressional hearings exposed Phoenix to the public. Veterans and CIA officers testified to the brutal methods used, including electric shock, waterboarding, beatings, rape, and psychological terror. Congressional investigator K. Barton Osborne stated, "It was a sterile, depersonalized murder program. If Phoenix didn't neutralize someone, they would kill him. If they didn't kill him, they would capture and torture him." His words laid bare the true nature of the operation. The CIA claimed Phoenix was necessary to dismantle Viet Cong networks embedded among civilians. They argued it targeted legitimate insurgents, but field reports showed many innocent civilians were swept up due to personal vendettas, mistaken identity, or lack of intelligence verification. What happens to the soul of a nation that uses terror and torture as policy tools? The legacy of Phoenix lives on. It became a blueprint for modern counterinsurgency and targeted assassination programs, including CIA's drone strike kill lists, enhanced interrogation programs in Iraq and Afghanistan, psychological operations against civilian populations to control minds through fear. And that applies everywhere. As CIA historian Douglas Valentine wrote, Phoenix is the model for how the CIA conducts wars of terror today. But allegedly we're fighting a war on terror. The irony, guys. What was once called counterinsurgency is now called national security, but the tactics remain the same. Can terror ever create true peace or security? Why are such brutal programs hidden from the public while being conducted in our name? What is the human cost of winning hearts and minds through fear? I choose compassion over cruelty. I stand for truth, justice, and humanity, even when darkness calls cruelty necessary. Thank you for exploring the dark history of the Phoenix program with me today. If this episode opened your eyes, share it with someone who still believes governments always fight for freedom. Follow Norse and Wonderland for more deep dives into hidden truths and psychological operations shaping our world. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, and stay free. As always, if anything happens to me, I didn't do it myself. I'm happy, healthy, and cautious.
Chasing the rabbit, down we must go. Where does it end? Nobody knows. Hurry up now, we're running out of time. You better keep up or get left behind. Norse and Wonderland, where nothing's as